Hey there, YouTuber, and welcome to a video. This time we're going to play a nice game. I love the old game, but it's very nice. It's called Warzone 2100. I bet many have heard of this game. First time I played it, it's a great game, by the way. I'm not going to show you what this weapon is. We have to discover together. We don't know, so there you are. Anyway, it's developed by Punker Studio in 1999. Punker Studio wasn't popular. If I ever going to sign a game studio, I hope it's not going to be like Punker Studio. Be more popular than that. It does come up with. You can sign a map for Warzone 2100. We're not going to do that. I probably won't be doing that. But who knows? First thing about it is the control. Because my laptop is designed a bit differently, we're not going to be using the control much. If you just look at the F4 here, F1 there, I'm not going to use F1 because my laptop is a bit different. So as a result, I'll be using my mouse most of the time. Yeah, I got off unlucky. I tried to press F4, but it just X out the game because the button here is a X. It just X out the game, so I won't be using the control here. And the next one is I'm going to be doing English because I speak English, of course. I'm doing a hard difficulty. And are easy, medium, normal, or hard. I'm going to tell you one thing about the difficulty. I bring you up to speed. I don't think the difficulty won't affect the vehicle. They won't affect the vehicle, but they will affect the structure of the war. The higher the difficulty, the more health the structure we have. Where the enemy structure that is, not our structure, the enemy structure. So the higher the difficulty, the harder to take down the structure. We're setting that to hard. So we just do a tutorial and bring you up to speed. Anything I see that, if I see that scribbled line, that loading thing, I will try to skip that.
Session, you'll learn how to build an effective base. Oil resources are key to your success. To build an oil derrick, select one of your trucks.
The only downside, unfortunately, because it's 1999, we're going to have to use the down arrow. Oh well, we can use ASDW. I use that nowadays to move up, down, left and right, but also we can't. We have to use the arrow key. I have used it before.
Then left-click the oil pool indicated by the radar pulse.
So click on it and power, very important. It's a source of power. It's oil derrick.
Construction completed. The oil derrick is currently dormant. To extract the oil and convert it into power, a power generator is required. Left-click the flashing build icon. Now left-click the power generator in the build menu.
So we need a power generator.
Position the square at your base, then left-click to start the build process.
Now, the power generator can only take up 4 oil derrick at a time.
To increase your build rate, select your second truck. Now left-click the power generator site. The truck will now help build the power generator.
It can take out up to 4 oil derrick. If you have more than 4 oil derrick, you need another power generator. And if you want to know how many oil derrick the power generator is working, you're going to see one rotating blue.
Construction completed.
You see one here.
During missions, you need to locate and recover technologies from before the collapse. Use a truck to search for the artifact indicated by the radar pulse. Move the pointer over the artifact. When it turns into a grabber, left-click to order the truck to recover the artifact.
So we do that now. Okay. Actually, the graphic is pretty amazing, I have to say. Pretty good, actually. We have the artifact recovered.
Is required to research artifacts. Left-click the build icon.
So let's do that. And we're not going to be using, well, you give you F3 to give you a bit of help, but I won't be using that because my computer is a bit different, so we're going to click on it.
Left-click the research facility and position it at your base.
So we do that. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately for me. For the strategy game, I have to avoid using the F button.
Use your other truck to help build the research facility.
Research facility is going to be very important. Yeah, you're going to need stuff to research stuff, and that's it. You need to research stuff. Yeah, never close that, by the way. Another thing is it gives you the timer and the frame per second.
To research the artifact, left-click on the research icon.
Okay. Also, thing about it is it gives you the frame per second here. As you see, it's hitting 30 to 80, but I have an open broadcast, so I'm actually recording this at around 2 kilobits per second. So, and I'm setting the graphic a bit high here, so makes it feel quite good.
Now left-click the artifact.
And here what we have here is the machine gun.
The artifact is now being researched by the facility. Major research completed. The researched machine gun can be used to design a new vehicle using the Viper body. Left-click the design icon.
And I will tell you more about that.
To start your design, left-click the new design icon.
So this is the new design icon. Is you see the green one here, and we have a truck.
Now left-click the vehicle body icon.
We start with the vehicle body.
Left-click the wheels icon.
And please note there's a power. That how much power it needed. So it said 30 here, and that is the heart rate. The body design determines about everything determines the heart rate and the power.
Then left-click the machine gun to complete your design.
And here we go. And if you have a look here, we have the range. That is pretty important. The one thing to know about the machine gun is, if you can shoot at long range, short range, and medium range. I show you that soon enough. And that damage is going to be pretty important. And that is the rate of fire. Now, machine gun normally have a high rate of fire, but the damage is low. Problem is, it's not affecting on highly armored. We meet soon enough, because.
Then left-click the Viper body.
And by the way, this is your kinetic armor here, and that is your atomic armor. Kinetic armor is protect against solid projectile, like machine gun, of course, explosive, you name it. The higher the armor, the less damage you take, of course. I'm not going to show you exact calculation. I'm not going. And this one is the atomic armor is how much heat it can take. This one is engine output. Now this is very important because the higher the engine output, the faster it does move. And that is the weight, more like the mass. The higher the weight, the more you slow down. You need more power to push it at a certain speed. The speed determines by how much engine it gives you output and how much weight it do. Follow me so far? And the body will determine that. Now the wheel here. Yeah, that is pretty important. Now here we have the warp speed and the outward speed. And here we have the water speed. It cannot travel in water. You see that eventually you meet an area where there's water speed. That's a long way. That's a good bit away. And there's the weights. The higher the weights, the more it slows down. And you need to change your output. Next one is the gun. I showed you that already.
Your new vehicle is named automatically. You can change this name if you so desire.
If you want to change the name here, you do that. I call it my first vehicle. As you see, range, all that, and there's weights here too. And there you go. And including here we saw template, but we're not going to be doing that. So there you are. Once you're done,
the factory is now required to manufacture your Viper. To finalize your design, left-click the flashing close icon. Left-click the build icon. Then left-click the factory.
So you do
now
that.
Position it at your base.
And you see that green, that means that where it's going to be built.
The factory's delivery point is indicated by the number 1.
Okay.
This is initially positioned next to your factory. You can move the delivery point at any time by left-clicking it.
I'll show you here.
Then left-click where you want to position it.
So we're going to position here. You can move the delivery point here. That is the delivery point, by the way. We should have that done.
Construction completed. Manufacture a Viper. Left-click the flashing manufacture icon.
Oh yeah, and the Viper, actually for this one, you know by the square body, that's the project. The other campaign, which I explained that soon enough, our one is named after a snake. A Viper is actually a snake. So we're going to click on this, manufacture.
Now on the factory's build list, left-click the Viper.
So
then left-click the truck.
So we'll click on this.
When built, these will exit the factory and drive to the delivery point.
And that is how much time it took. We're going to build a truck too. So click on this again. So we have to wait while the factory manufactures the new units. And there's going to be some point in the video where I'm going to cut off some part of the video. If I'm not talking and while this is going on,
completed.
I skipped the part.
Congratulations, Commander. You are ready for your first mission.
And that's it. And that is pretty much done. You click on the factory to show you how much. Including how much it's doing. That shows you how much time it has before the next delivery. It's pretty cool. And for most of them, you don't see that, but you just see the progress bar.
Production completed.
So now that is done, we move on to first. Well, actually, not yet. So, folks, that's all for today. Please rate, subscribe, and comment on my video. If you have any questions with Warzone 2100 relating to the tutorial, please feel free to ask, and I will try to answer them. So the next video is it's going to be another tutorial video. It's going to be a fast play, and I show you that. So see you next time.